So, I have spent the last 2.5 days stomping around in about 4.5 sections worth of Sandhills Prairie. And I did not see hide nor hair of the antelope that were supposed to be on the ranch. It is terribly dry right now. I've had a few grass fires in the area the last couple weeks. I walked all of those sections just from one tank or one ridge to the next. I don't want to be the cause of the fire driving around in those pastures, so I walked. And they're just not there. I talked to the landowners, and the last time they had seen them was about 2 weeks ago. Last week, they brought their cattle home. They pulled them out of the pasture, and they didn't see any then. But I think that they have moved on to literally greener pastures. I did some driving around after I quit hunting yesterday, and I have seen 2 herds out on alfalfa pivots. The one herd had a very nice buck in it, but I wasn't able to get a hold of those landowners. Nobody was home. The second place that I went, that guy was home, and he gave me permission, which was super cool of him to do during the middle of a season. I wish I wasn't having to scramble like this, but that's just how it is sometimes. And anyway, we're on our way up to shoot one of these antelope. I'm gonna shoot a doe. There's a wee little buck out there, and at that point, I'd rather shoot a doe anyways. Even though it's only the 4th day of a 2-week season, I don't care. When they're on alfalfa pivots like that, these antelope around here taste pretty good. So, I did not ask the landowners if I could film, and to be honest, when they're on a center pivot, as long as you don't screw it up, belly crawling your way into position, once we get this antelope permit taken care of, we'll be right back to bow hunting deer. I probably should have went and hunted the other tree stand, the one in that bottom with the tank. For one thing, the sun is in my face, essentially, when it gets clear of these treetops over here on this food plot. And for another thing, I didn't see any deer last night, so they could have come in here after dark and be on there now, and I just blew them all out by driving, because it's only, 150 yards away from the gate. That's the only spot I could put it where it wouldn't interfere with, cutting hay off of this place. That was also flat. So, it is what it is when you're dealing with, small properties. This place is only 80 acres, and I don't know. I didn't think they were going to use that food plot at all, because back to the west of me, there's a brand new center pivot right here, and he's got it planted in alfalfa, and then the corners are sorghum, or cane. It's all forage for cattle, and I was really scared that the deer were going to use that and never come this way. And I don't have a tree stand on the west end of this place anymore, so I was going to have to hunt in a saddle or something. But I checked a trail camera down here, and there's deer. They're coming to visit. I don't know why they didn't come by last night. Maybe they smelled me. Maybe I spooked them walking in. Maybe they were there early and I was there late. Who knows? But I wanted to come sit on this again to see if they wandered over, this direction and then come back across me. I don't know. All right, something a little different today. I was gonna get up this morning and go down to that pasture where I try to look for muleys, but The dog was going nuts yesterday because it rained all day, and so we didn't exercise him. So I think instead we're gonna go for a lot of walks. I'm gonna go try to find some pheasants or some quail. He doesn't really quarter a field like you would expect an upland dog to do. And if the grass gets really tall and really thick, he has a hard time pushing through that stuff. If we get into shorter stuff, it's not so bad, but anyway, he fetches anything I knock down, so I just gotta find him. But we're gonna go try to do that today. I didn't bring the camera with me. I don't have really high hopes that you can find them around here, but if you don't have permission on private ground, they get shot up. So we're gonna go look. Fetch him here. Bring it here. Fetch him up. Don't eat it. Fetch him here. You gotta watch him with quail. Drop it. Good boy. Mine. 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 Sorry. I didn't shoot too good. That's a good boy. This is gonna sound really spoiled. I don't chase upland birds a lot anymore. We released pheasants and quail when I was a kid for like 15 years. We didn't have a controlled shooting area. We just did it because, for one thing, if we didn't do it, we wouldn't have had any to shoot. And for two, my mom's side of my family really loved hunting pheasants and quail and upland birds. We'd all get together in a big group of people and we would walk out the whole place. And so we'd only do it maybe twice a year. Always did it around Grandpa's birthday. We had to let pheasants out if we wanted to keep doing that all the time. So I'm kind of spoiled when it comes to upland birds. And my dog, he's so furry. Going chasing pheasants and quail, he just gets so full of foxtail grass and sandburrs. It's a nightmare. I have to curry comb him when we get home. But 1 pheasant and 5 quail, it's pretty good. But it took me all day to do it. So I left the house at 8:30. I got down here about 9:45 to walk my first field, and it's 1:30 now. So 4 hours of hunting with a 20-minute break-ish, about every hour-ish, just to go hunt a different field or a different part of the area. 6 birds in 4 hours. It's probably not too bad. Anyway, for only doing it every once in a while, it was worth it. Sorry I didn't bring a camera along. I honestly didn't think I was going to get into any. I saw a muley chasing a doe around this morning on my way down here, so the next 2 weeks should be a lot of deer moving. I'm going to spend my days off these next 2 weeks sitting in a tree stand, so thanks for watching. See you next time.